Donald Trump has indicated he might run for a third term as president. This is not allowed by the 22nd Amendment to the Constitution. However, that doesn't mean he can't serve as president for more than 2 terms. Let's take a close look at the 22nd Amendment. This is the working part of the 22nd Amendment. The remainder is no longer meaningful. It reads, "No person shall be elected to the office of the President more than twice, and no person who has held the office of President or acted as President for more than 2 years of a term to which some other person was elected President shall be elected to the office of President more than once." No, it doesn't say a person can't rise to the presidency a 3rd, 4th, or 5th time from the office of Vice President on the death or resignation of the President. How can Trump work around the 22nd Amendment? The most straightforward way, the nicest way, and the way that would look best in the eyes of the world would be to repeal the 22nd Amendment. There is a precedent for repealing an amendment. The 18th Amendment created alcohol prohibition through the 1920s and into the 1930s. It was repealed by the 21st Amendment. Getting a constitutional amendment repealing the 22nd Amendment through the Congress is unlikely. And then getting enough states to ratify the amendment is also unlikely. If done, it might take many years. It may not be possible to get this done by the 2028 election. There is another way to get around the 22nd Amendment. It won't look as nice as repealing the 22nd Amendment, but it can work. First, a bit of history. In 1972, the people elected Richard Nixon as president and Spiro Agnew as vice president. The next year, Spiro Agnew resigned his office of vice president. Nixon appointed Gerald Ford as vice president with the confirmation of the Congress. The next year after that, 1974, Nixon resigned as president. Gerald Ford became president without having been elected president or vice president. Suppose one of Trump's children ran for president and picked Donald Trump as vice president, all with the understanding that Trump's child would resign as president as soon as he had completed the oath of office. This would be legal and constitutional. A more liberal Supreme Court than we have now might overrule it, but the court does not have authority to remove a president from office. Pardon me for leaving you with a personal note. Contrary to what you may think, I am not a fan of Donald Trump. I voted for Harris in our recent election. On the other hand, I believe that the people should have the right to vote for their choice of president, even for a 3rd, 4th, or 5th time. Thank you for watching.